Georgia, I think a lot of you know I ran for president saying we had to heal the soul of this nation. And that's what we have to do. And the conviction of George Floyd's murderer is now our opportunity to make some real progress to restore the soul of this country. And we can do it. We can enact rational police reform. We can root out systemic racism in our criminal justice system. And with real plans I outlined today, we have a real chance to deliver real equity across the board to everyone, black, white, Latino, Asian American, good jobs, good schools, affordable housing, clean air, clean water. Look, being able to generate wealth and pass it down through generations is how most folks got there. But it means, how did most of the middle-class folks you know who are Caucasian or white, how'd they make it? Well, they were able to get enough money to buy a home, and they built equity in that home. And when they built equity in that home, they passed it on. And they passed it on, and that's how you build wealth. Well, we're going to make sure that African Americans, as well as make sure that Latinos and Asian Americans are able to build that kind of wealth. Look, when the Vice President and I were in Atlanta last month, we met with leaders of the Asian American community in Georgia following the mass shootings here in Atlanta. It was a raw and powerful meeting and a very emotional moment. And some criticized me for speaking out nationally about that hate crime. Some criticized me for saying how ugly and sinister it was. Well, since then, because of the two senators you sent, among others, the United States Senate passed the COVID-19 Hate Crimes Act, protect Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders from the vicious hate crimes we've seen too often and too long. And it passed 94-1. So don't tell me we can't make progress. It's a first step, and we have a lot more to do. You know, that's right. If we are to truly heal the soul of America, we need to project that sacred right and protect it to vote. You know, in this state of Dr. King and John Lewis, you know how precious and how precarious the right to vote is. In November and then again in January, your vote changed the world, not just the world. But instead of celebrating that, it's being attacked. More people voted for president in 2020 than any time in American history, ever. And they did it in the middle of a pandemic. And you've seen what's happened here in Georgia with your state's laws. It's just wrong, wrong. And it's why we have to pass the voting rights protection laws coming through the Congress. Right now, H.R. 1 and the John Lewis Voting Rights Act both should be passed now.